My name is Margaret Martinez-Blea. Welcome to my humble studio in Aztec, New Mexico. I have been a weaver and a spinner for lots of years, about 30 years. I first learned how to process wool 30 years ago in a shop called Tierra Wools. There I learned, they taught me how to process the wool from how it was sheared to the finished product. This presentation is part 1 of 2 of the resident program with Bosque Redondo Memorial. Today I will be speaking on the 4 necessary steps in the wool processing, which are shearing, skirting, grading and sorting, cleaning and scouring of the wool. Shearing. Shearing is done once a year, about every springtime. They are shorn of their winter coat. It's important that they keep each fleece whole in one piece, and also make sure that they put them in individual bags. Grading is the breaking of the fleece, the base of the overall quality. The best quality of wool is the wool that comes from the shoulders to the side of the sheep. And this is used for clothing and making blankets. The lesser quality is the lower legs and the other parts of the sheep, which are used for rugs. The way you skirt your wool is you can skirt it on a table. If you have a skirting table is great. I have done it in a skirting table. And this skirting table, it has wire, like it's not chicken wire. You can have it with chicken wire. Mine is made, that's the way mine is made, for all the dirt and the vegetable matter. When you shake your fleece, all the vegetable matter goes to the ground. Or if you don't have that, then you can just spread an old sheet or a tarp, and that is fine. You can use that. Then you remove the clumps of vegetable matter that cannot be used. The tags, the burrs. Tags is the poop of the sheep. The tags that cling to the fleece, you remove that. Then comes the washing and the scouring. Wool that is taken directly from the sheep is called raw or wool in the grease. Now this has the sand, the dirt, the grease, and the sweat of the sheep. These contaminate. These need to be removed, and the only way that it can be removed is hot water and soap. The equipment that you're going to need for washing is hot water. The hot water has to be at least 140 degrees. A laundry sink or tubs, bins, or a top loading machine. You can use mesh nylon bags, which I don't use them, but you can. And you can use a dish soap. I use Dawn, which works really well in removing the grease from the fleece. You want to use rubber gloves and somewhere to dry your wool. I have a skirting table where I dry my wool. But if you don't, you can always use a sheet, an old sheet, and lay your wool on it and let it dry. There's also, you can also dry it on a sweater rack, spread it out and dry. You put it out in the sun for a couple of days. Then after that, once your wool is dried and it's ready to card, what I do is I open up I just pick the fleece, in other words. I pick the fleece, open it, prepare it to be carded. I used to card my wool with these carding boards. And it was kind of hard. You would hold it like this. And it took me a long time to card even an ounce of wool. So I went ahead and I invested in a drum carder, which is the best thing I had ever made. It cards wool really fast. It's very efficient. This wool here, as you can see, I picked it. I picked the wool, open it up, then you feed it to the drum carder. And this drum carder is a Brothers drum carder, which is, I love it. So you turn it slowly. You want to make sure that you do not want to put too much wool at one time, because you will jam your carder. You don't want to do this. What you do is you just take little pieces like this. Just pick it a little bit, spread it out. And when you put it on the base of your drum carder, you know you can see through it. Make sure that any pieces that shouldn't be there. And I like to guide it. And you want to keep the wool at least about a half an inch from each side, because you don't want it to get on your band that turns so apart. And this carder does about an ounce, 1 ounce bats. And this kind of wool is from a churro. I've always worked with this type of wool. The churro wool, it has like a hair-like on the outer fleece, but the inner fleece is soft. So it has two parts. The outer and the inner. like these tips, you make sure you open them up. Okay, then after this, pick up your brush. This is what you call a knuckle bat picture. And this is, I really like it. It's easy to handle. And there's this metal band on where you go in and you pull your wool out. You would want to do it here where your teeth are, because you'll ruin your teeth, the teeth of the drum carder. And you pull it up with your hands like this. There you go. And this is the final product that comes out when you card it. There is times that you have a fleece that you want to card twice, but this doesn't need to be carded twice. Also, what I like to do is blend. Do some blending, different colors of fleece. This I dyed while it was just washed. I dyed it and then I carded it. And the way it's done, I usually just I only have a few colors, but you can add different color of fiber. This is one way, or you can do it in little bits and pieces like this. Some white. this off. Go. That's your finished product there. That's how you blend. You can also add different colors, but I only picked these ones. Thank you for spending time with me. See you next week with part 2.